We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, February 16. New Light on the Sanctuary, Part 3. The earthly sanctuary services serve as a copy and shadow of the heavenly sanctuary. For when Moses was about to erect the tent, he was instructed by God, saying, "See that you make everything according to the pattern which was shown you on the mountain." Hebrews 8:5. Yesterday, we met O.R.L. Crozier, the friend of Hiram Edson, who devoted his time to intensive and extensive biblical study on the meaning of the sanctuary and the cleansing that would take place at the end of the 2300 days of Daniel 8:14. Writing in the Day Dawn, published by Edson and F.B. Hahn, Crozier very systematically set forth his findings. One of his first conclusions is that Miller's interpretation was wrong, since the word sanctuary cannot be applied to the earth upon any principle whatever. Crozier obviously has his concordance at hand when he notes that the word sanctuary occurs 104 times in the Bible, 100 in the Old Testament, and 4 times in the New Testament, all in the Epistle to the Hebrews. Later in his article, Crozier concludes that the sanctuary of Daniel 8:14 could not possibly be the Jewish sanctuary because it had been irrevocably destroyed. Yet, though the Jewish sanctuary ceased to be the sanctuary 1800 years ago, something else existed to the end of the 2300 days, which was called the sanctuary, and at the end of that period to undergo a change which is expressed by the word cleansed, justified, vindicated, or declared just. One thing is clear from the book of Hebrews. Crozier pointed out, quote, that Christ at his ascension entered the place of which the Jewish sanctuary was a figure, pattern, or type, and that is the place of his ministry during the gospel dispensation. End quote. The book of Hebrews unquestionably indicates that we have such an high priest who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens, a minister of the sanctuary. This is the only text in the New Testament in which the word sanctuary is found, except the 3 that speak of the Jewish sanctuary. And now we feel safe in stating that there is no scripture authority for calling anything else the sanctuary under the gospel dispensation. But the place of Christ's ministry in the heavens, from the time of his ascension to the Father till his second coming. Today we can thank God that we have Jesus as our high priest in the heavenly sanctuary. Consequently, he is able for all time to save those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for us. Hebrews 7:25. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.